Boom. Everybody talking about, oh, you don't want to go to the club. Oh, you don't want to get laid. Listen, no, I don't want to get laid. I don't want to have sex. I'm on a generational run. I want to take off and power up like Goku. At the end of the day, I want to take off like a rocket ship. At the end of the day, I want to take off and hit the gas in the Lambo yours. At the end of the day, I want to take off and hit the Dodge Demon gas. At the end of the day, I want to take off and hit the Hellcat gas. At the end of the day, I want to hit the Corvette C8 gas. At the end of the day, these guys are worried about the wrong thing. They want to go in a club and get taxed for overpriced, watered down liquor. They want to go to the club and say, yeah, we got the section. They spent $500 already and they didn't even see the woman yet. At the end of the day, these guys are low valuable people. At the end of the day, guys who highly value their time, listen, stop saying high value. At the end of the day, guys who value their time, at the end of the day, they're not wasting it with people they don't want to spend the rest of their life with. I repeat, guys who value their time, they're not wasting it with people they don't want to spend the rest of their life with. At the end of the day, what are you going to the clubs for? All these women in the clubs, they twerking on each other. They not showing you no love. You don't got the millions. They trying to look for somebody to step on. At the end of the day, women go to the club to look for a horny guy they can step on. They go to the club to look for a horny guy they could plant a SA charge on. But if you're not going to the club, listen, you got to understand, liquor and women do not mix. So if you know liquor and women do not mix, why are you in the club? It's full of alcoholic women. At the end of the day, everybody's standing with a shot. At the end of the day, listen, those people are going to end up, guess what, spiritually, oh, they shot. I repeat, spiritually, oh, they shot. That's why they in the club looking all depressed. They got shot spiritually, and they got to drink spiritually shots, and they got to get turned up because they can't turn up in life. At the end of the day, you got to turn up in life. Guess what? How you turn up is stand 10 toes down. Oh, you got to run with the angels to turn up. I repeat, oh, you got to run with the angels to turn up. If you're not with the angels, if you're not with the Holy Spirit, Jesus, and God, oh, you not turned up in life. Oh, you turned down. That's the short-term turn up. I'm talking about at the end, the long run. You guys know the turtle wins the race. I repeat, you guys know the turtle wins the race. The rabbit is going to seem like he's winning. Just because he's ahead of us don't mean he's not going to give up. Just because he's ahead of us don't mean he's not going to catch an SA charge. Just because he's ahead of us, you can't envy the oppressed. They won't last long. At the end of the day, they're trying to push agendas. Why are you not getting sex? They're trying to push agendas. All men cheat. All women cheat. Why I hate you? Why I hate you too? At the end of the day, they love each other. I repeat, at the end of the day, they love each other. And at the end of the day, it has nothing to do with us. I repeat, at the end of the day, it has nothing to do with us. They like, why you got so much energy? Why you got so much energy? Because I don't have SEX. They like, why you got so much energy? Why you got so much energy? I don't have SEX. At the end of the day, when you don't have SEX, you have mental clarity. What you've been missing your whole life is mental clarity. Once you have mental clarity, something will ding, 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 ding in your head. Why do you have friends? These guys don't have mental clarity. They're out, boom, 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 take that. Now take that plan B. No, you're going to take that plan B. No, you're going to take that plan B. At the end of the day, why you got that dress on? Why you got that dress on? Straight tip to tooth. At the end of the day, these guys do not love women out here. They're trying to look for the short-term pleasure. They're chasing pleasure. They're chasing pleasure. At the end of the day, what's pleasurable about something you got to keep going back to back to back at? At the end of the day, listen, you can run up content. You can really go on a generational run. But instead of going on a generational run, They rather run to the club. Why would you run to the club? That's the dumbest thing you can do. You can catch an SA charge at the club. Why would you run to the club? You don't even know these women at the club. You're meeting them around liquor. They just got, bro, they have Don Julio nights. At the end of the day, stay far away from women who use drugs. Stay far away from women who drink. At the end of the day, they better drink water, juice, or soda. At the end of the day, they got to stay in shape. At the end of the day, they got to stay far away from the fake. At the end of the day, the club is full of fake people trying to act like they're rich. At the end of the day, if you're a rich guy and you go to the club, that can tarnish your whole business. I repeat, if you're a rich guy and you go to the club, that can tarnish your whole business. They don't like when you got a lot of energy. Now back to it. At the end of the day, semen retention. Gang, you know what's going on. At the end of the day, stay 10 toes down. You don't need friends. Your friends are going to influence you to go to the club. Your friends are going to influence you to go to the club and be around drunk women that you don't even know. Your friends are going to influence you to want to smash and be obsessed with women because they're obsessed with women and they're not obsessed with the plan because they're not the man with the plan. You got to understand, a man with the plan will not come around you. The man with the plan is on the plan. He's focused on a plan. He's trying to land. I repeat, the man with the plan is coming through like a B-2 bomber and he's trying to land. I repeat, the man with the plan comes through like a B-2 bomber and he will be successful. I repeat, the man with the plan is coming through like a B-2 bomber. He will be successful. At the end of the day, you guys chasing SCX, you will be successful in the SA charge, successful in a great case. I repeat, do you want to be successful in a great case? No, then get successful with life. Stay 10 toes down and retain your seed for dear life. At the end of the day, your seed, your vitamin D is for your wife only. Not to run, not a rapper. Semen retention gang, you know what's going on. Listen, bro, lock in, stay focused before you end up homeless.